Hey kids, it is Saturday. It's almost noon. I've had a call. I've had a scheduling change. I surprised a couple of friends and went and was able to knit with them for about 45 minutes. And then I met a friend who was visiting her grandbabies. We met up at the factory for just a little bit. Took the kids for a ride on the carousel. You know your girl. Anytime a carousel's involved, I'm all in. Now then, I did learn something kind of sad because I got to talking about the old carousel that was at Opryland theme park. Does anybody remember Opryland theme park? They had this amazing carousel, and I remember riding the carousel when I was in high school when we would come. And I remember taking my son when he was about 4 years old to ride the carousel. And while we were standing in line, my friend's husband looked it up. Can you believe, instead of that was the one thing that Opryland decided to hold on to. Out of all the rides, they held on to that carousel. But it is not the carousel, apparently, that you see set up at Gaylord Opryland or at the Outlet Mall. They went with a new model that's got fiberglass horses and all that. But that original carousel was incredible. I cannot believe it is sitting in storage somewhere. Somebody needs to petition and rescue the Opryland carousel. I'm still mad they closed the theme park. I'll never get over it. When I die, y'all can say, she is still mad they closed Opryland theme park. And it would be true. It would be a true statement. So yeah, this morning has been all about shifting, being flexible, doing all the things. I did do some light shopping, and I've been worrying, and I don't know why I worry about stuff. I don't even know. It'll all work out. I tried on a couple of things. I tried on a pair of really fun patchwork pants that will go stunningly with my Candied Diamonds sweater. And it also matched this little cardigan that I have on. So, stay tuned. I did try on some patchwork overalls. Y'all, they were so cute. But yeah, I don't know if they're me. I don't know. I tried them on. They look great on. They fit me. It wasn't... and they were patchwork. And let me just say this. They were patchwork. They were all over the place. They were funky, like your girl. And you know I love a good funk. They were very funky, very cool, but they weren't necessarily the color combinations that I would have chosen. And so I may go back and look again. But yeah, they were so cute. If nothing else, I could go and buy them for the pattern and possibly make a pair for myself. There's that option too. Big news update. Some of you know that I've been working on various mindset opportunities, and scarcity mindset has been an age-old problem for me, okay? I have worked really hard in my career. I've worked really hard, to be self-sufficient, self-reliant, making hard decisions, and, doing all the things. But as someone who grew up in the manner that I grew up, and at one point, I was using WIC, I was on food stamps, I was subsidized housing. I mean, your girl's done the gamut, okay? I've walked the gauntlet. Yeah, been there, done that. And I am ever so grateful for those who helped me get on those programs when it was my turn. And I'm also grateful for those who stood behind me and pushed and cheered me on to help myself to get off of those same programs, because those programs are there to help you for a short period of time. They are not there for long-term support. So anyway, I have always had a fear that when it come time for me to retire, that I would not have saved up enough. I would not have made the right decisions. I would have failed. And anyway, so a few months ago, well, I'm going to say in March. So, you know, I've done the big house purge. So now my second big thing was getting my arms around my financial planning and retirement. And so a couple of months ago, I reached out to a friend of mine who happens to be a retirement financial planner. I say a friend of mine, I say that loosely. I know this person socially, and I know that there are several people that I know that uses his organization, and they are reliable. And so we had a couple of calls, swapped some emails, gathered up some information, and I had my first appointment yesterday. I now have a target year as to what I'm shooting for, and I have a target number. And based on our initial calculations, I am good to go. So there's that. I am so grateful. And for those of you who have talked me through it, i.e. my cousins, my brother, my Oklahoma relatives, yeah, you know who you are. Your girl is good to go. Now then, life is gonna life, right? Things are gonna happen, things are gonna change, but here's the bottom line. I'm gonna be okay. And that's the thing that I want everyone to know is the last 2 or 3 years have been really hard, doing a lot of learning, a lot. And some of this is just relearning the same old things that my mother taught me when I was a young woman. It's not anything earth-shattering. But I'm now back, reset to center, and I know that everything is going to work out, and I'm going to be okay, and it's all going to be fine. It's all going to be fine. So, that is my thing for today. If you struggle with scarcity like I do, you know what you need to do. You know down in your heart. And so, let me be the one to say to you, if you need somebody to talk to, give me a shout. But I know that you know what you need to do. And sometimes we just have to put on our boots and spurs and pull our hat down low and ride. Make the decision and ride. So, that's your Ellie thought for the day. And now I'm back home. So, hope you enjoyed the drive time. Have a splendid Memorial Day weekend, friends. Bye.